The first race of the Formula Renault 2.0 Eurocup gets underway under a cloudy sky in Aragon, and already at turn 1, there's a tangle. Several cars are off in the midfield after Tunjo takes a slide, bringing a few others with him. And that grisly start leaves more than a couple in the lurch. Meanwhile, poleman Daniil Kvyat leads the field from de Vries in second place, and Vandoorne, who started from 5th place on the grid, has slipped through into 3rd place. Throughout the first stages of the race, there are numerous battles further back in the field. With the close running throughout the pack, conditions are starting to get a little tricky as light drizzle starts to affect several parts of the circuit. Race 1 continues to be marked by incidents as the track becomes slippery for these cars running on slicks. A little under 9 minutes into the race, a spectacular accident involving D'Agosto, McKee and Villemi results in Villemi's car being cut in half through the violence of the impact. Villemi remains stuck in the car and the medical team's called in. He's sent to hospital for observation. Pierre Gasly spins, and at the same time the safety car is called out onto the track. Steady rain begins to fall over the Aragon region, and finally the red flag puts an end to the race several minutes early. In a race in which 12 cars don't make it to the finish, Kvyat is victorious, de Vries is second, and Vandoorne comes in third.
I got a good start, but then straight after the start I saw some drops of the rain on my visor, and I became a little bit more careful, so I wasn't pushing 100% because it was a bit tricky. You never know, maybe on some corner here it's raining, on some corner it's not, so I was a bit aware. Very pleased that we can win here and make the poles, because it's definitely not our favorite track and where we are the fastest, so it's quite a bit unexpected.
Formula 1 Toro Rosso driver and former Formula Renault 3.5 series driver Jean-Éric Vergne presents the prizes to the winners. Race 2 of the Formula Renault 2.0 Eurocup takes place on Sunday under more clement conditions than the first round. Into the first corners, poleman Oscar Tunjo is already fighting for the lead with Race 1 winner Daniil Kvyat at the head of a compact pack of 2-litre open wheelers, all vying for position. The Russian finally comes out on top in the duel, but the running is still very close. Pierre Gasly in the blue and white car is overtaken by the New Zealand driver Nyck Cassidy in car number 9. Ignacio D'Agosto loses his line and heads for the gravel trap. Alexander Albon and Patrick Kujala come to blows, and Kujala is out of the running. Gasly and Riberas are fighting for 8th place, and it's the Frenchman who'll go on to get the best of the tussle. Van Buren in car 33 spins, and he also won't be able to carry on and finish the race. Brazilian driver Silva misses his braking point, goes offline, and thanks to this, Gasly and Roland slip past. Back up with the leader Daniil Kvyat, who digs a gap on the rest of the field, putting in a repeat performance of Saturday's race, giving him a comfortable lead in the championship at this early point in the running. Kvyat, Tunjo and de Vries first, second and third across the line. Later de Vries is hit with a penalty and will drop down the table.
Well, I expected to be one of the leaders, of course, because in pre-season testing we were quite fast, but you can never know what can happen in the race, and this double win shows our confidence, and we're very happy about it.
In the championship, Kvyat leads by a good margin after this first round of racing in Spain.
Señor Juan Carlos, gracias.